It's the Panthers and the Bills, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. After this, the games count for real. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, back in the day, it was 6 preseason games, then 4, now 3. So here we are, this one, the last tune-up before the regular season gets going.
Yeah, and I know it's easy to start looking ahead to the regular season, and of course there's an excitement that comes when the games get real, but for so many players on these rosters, this is where careers and opportunities are made. I know from talking to these coaches, they're coming in. This game matters. It's how they build their roster. It's how they make the last couple difficult decisions, because once these teams get cut down for the start of the regular season, the real games get going, and they want to make sure they have the right guys in that locker room come week 1.
Raheem Blackshear on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Panthers coming out, and they're led by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Rocky rookie season for the #1 overall pick out of Alabama. But, Greg, here's the guy the Panthers hope can get this franchise going in the right direction.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Hubbard. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Give them 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion. From the gun, it's Young. And he's in. Jatavion Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So, 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. From the gun, Josh Allen. He runs with it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
What's that?
They'll motion over Samuel.
What's that?
From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Samuel there to make the catch. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
56. Look out.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's to the rookie from Florida State, Keon Coleman. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Cooper going in motion. On 2nd down, here is Allen. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times
to the goal line and in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Velus Jones now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. The Panthers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. It's 2nd down. The motion man is Sanders. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The motion man is Sanders. Out of a shotgun, Young. He'll let one go down the middle. Micah Hyde defensively with the good coverage, and he breaks that one up.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. Now he'll run it. And he's into the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Buffalo. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. 1 quarter in the books. The Bills with the early advantage. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line. Young hands it to Hubbard. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Now Hubbard, and the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down. They'll go play action with Young. No chance at all. He'll go down.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came. He's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. They'll try to run. And he picks up the first down here. But hold on, will it stand? There's a flag on the field.
Still 4th down.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go. Young. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. They'll motion over Samuel. On first down, it's Allen. Samuel has it on the slant. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
One more time going up top with Allen. Now he takes off. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Here's Cook. Powering forward. He's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills. passes kick is good. And the Bills will take a 21-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. So we've reached halftime here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut down, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
What's that? Look out!
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
What's that?
They'll motion over Samuel. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. Has his man, it's Samuel. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Once again, it's Cook. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
What's that?
Cooper going in motion.
What's that?
On 3rd down, it's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. And he will get into the end zone. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will extend this third quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yard.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. A second down throw for Young. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and long. They'll motion over Thielen. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. And this ball's intercepted by J.C. Horn. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 2nd down, Young. That is brought in at the 10. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. He slams it in there, and he is in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers are able to edge a bit closer.
35. Panthers 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete...
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, White. The reception belongs to Mac Hollins. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here comes the rookie 4th rounder out of Kentucky, Ray Davis. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
He'll go again with Davis. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Bills. First down.
On the ground once more, it's Davis. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Second and 10. Here we go, Shaq. At the 40-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. To throw is White. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
White. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And he'll take it on in. Matt Collins. Touchdown, Bills. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if he can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now it's Dalton. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off. It's DeMar Hamlin.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Brings up second and 9.
On second down, a run with Davis. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 7.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brought down at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills stretch things out even further. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Devin Tompkins on the return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Dalton to throw. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And they'll get about half what they needed It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here we go. Final play. He's going to air this one out. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They finish the preseason on an up note. Now they'll have a couple weeks to get ready for the season opener coming in September. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL.